Imagine this. You have just come to the realization that you are royally screwed. You have been scavenging in the depths for some time now. Actually, it's been hours. So long that at this point, you don't even know where you are. And eventually, you find yourself in a sealed room. The door is locked, and the only way out is to solve the puzzle. And if you fail, you will starve in these walls. Can you solve it fast enough to get out? Okay, here's what you know. The door you need to enter is locked. But for some reason, there is a number displayed on the door. It is the number 10. There is also another display, but for now it's empty. There are 4 other rooms you have access to. The 4 rooms are identical, except for one singular button in each room. The buttons are labeled with different numbers. The numbers are 1, 2, 3, and 5. When you press one button, the empty display on the wall changes to display the number you just pressed. After a bit of deduction, you come to the conclusion that the way to open the door is to make it so that both numbers are the same, i.e., make sure the second display matches 10. But there seems to be 2 major constraints. Firstly, once you press one button, you are unable to press it again. If you do so, the entire display resets, meaning you can't press the same button twice in a row, but you can reuse it after you press something else. Secondly, and this is the major one, when you begin the process, the number you press is added to the tally, but when you move on to the next one, the next number is subtracted, and when you move on to the next one, it's an addition, and so on and so forth. In other words, if you press number 5 to begin with, the number 5 will show up on the display. However, if you were to press the number 2 next, then the number would change to 3. And if you press 1 next, it would change to 4. This would continue until both numbers match. And when you think you're finally able to understand this puzzle, you're hit with one more constraint. When you begin the process, you're only allowed a select few presses in total before you have officially filled this puzzle. At that point, the entire display resets on you. After a bit of trial and error, you come to the conclusion that you're only allowed 10 presses in total, which can be freely distributed among any button you choose. However, as you noticed before, double pressing the same button will result in the puzzle resetting regardless of how many presses you had, and you then need to redo the entire thing. So with all these rules, how do you complete this challenge? So the trick is, at its core, this is a math problem. You just have to think a few moves ahead to make sure you get the right number. There are in fact plenty of ways the puzzle could be solved. Here is one example. You begin 3, then go to 1, so 2, then go to 2, so 4, then go to 1, so 3, then go to 5, so 8, then go back to 1, so 7, and then finally go to 3 for 10. But that is only the way I found. There are probably many other ways to do so, and probably far quicker. So can you find a quicker option? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Peace.